For today's Cyber CEO episode,
one of the things I liked about Cyberbacker as a company in general is they take the time to match you with people that's the right. So what I really liked about Aaron's is that we have a lot of the same values. The more involved I've got with social media, the more I realize that that's really where I'm not good at and she is good at. So that's really where I needed her even more so. It's also flyers and setting things up as far as training classes and stuff like that. Just really anything media in general. She's been helping a lot with so that I can focus on the client that's local here with me and I can make sure that they're getting a great service. She keeps me in line when I need to be put back in line and things like that. So she keeps me on task.
welcome to Cyber CEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. Cyber CEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. Another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of Cyber CEO. And of course, we have a very special guest on the show. Art, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great. I appreciate you guys having me on. Really excited for this.
Yes, we're also very excited to talk to you about your experience with virtual leverage. Of course, we really appreciate your time here today. Now, to start things off, to let you know, we have a lot of listeners who are business owners just like yourself. So I need your help. Can you tell us something about yourself and your business, Art?
Something about myself. I was active duty Air Force for about 30 years. And when I retired, I decided I wanted to do something that I could still help the military folks. And so I became a realtor. And, one of the things that I realized is that there are a lot of things that goes into being a business owner and really having your name out there that never really thought about. My previous work that I did, I really was, face to face with people, and that's really where I thrive. So when I got out, I really was surprised at how much effort it takes just to stay connected to people.
Absolutely true. So 30 years in the Air Force. How about in real estate? How long have you been doing this?
Just over 3 years now.
Years now. Okay. But both a lot of experience right there. Now, talk to me about working with someone virtual, though, just like what you're doing with your Cyberbacker. Is this your first time to do something like this?
Well, yes and no. So the first time that I've really now communication across long distances, absolutely do that all the time. But to have somebody that that's working for me every day remotely, that was a first. Yeah.
Okay. Now, talk to me more about that. Was it a big change for you now that you're working with someone virtual? How was the transition there for you?
Really, it was pretty easy. I knew that there were things that I currently wasn't doing that I wanted to do, and honestly, I wanted to find somebody that could help me out with that.
So now everything's getting done now that you have your own Cyberbacker. So for how long have you been working with your Cyberbacker so far, as of today?
So I guess Aaron's and I really started working together. I guess it was almost a year now. It's like 11 months or something like that. Yeah.
So going on your first year, 11 months is what you mentioned. So now talk to me more about your Cyberbacker then. Talk to me about Aaron's. What's it like working with a Cyberbacker?
One of the things I liked about Cyberbacker as a company in general is they take the time to match you with people that's the right. So what I really liked about Aaron's is that we have a lot of the same values. And one of the ways I found that out was during the interview process, but prior to the interview process, I was provided with some information about her personality, who she was, and how she felt about things, and we aligned. I mean, we both value integrity high, and for me, one of the most important things for me, I'll tell you, that somebody that's working remote for me is I wanted to make sure that I could trust that person. So with all the different things that was provided to me by way of, really proficient at this or not so proficient at that or whatever, the thing that I was really circling in on is I wanted somebody that I could trust so that when I was there, they would keep on working.
Of course. Absolutely true. I think that is the most important aspect in any kind of partnership. Again, building that trust. And again, I strongly believe that it is a continuous process too. During the beginning, it could be a bit rocky, or it could be okay during the beginning, but through time, you could build that and strengthen that too, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. As a matter of fact, some of the things that Aaron's helping me out with is a lot of my social media stuff, and that wasn't really, looking at all the things that she had done in the past. She had done some of it, but she had never done any kind of video editing or anything like that. And that was kind of the direction I wanted to go in. And so again, with the foundation of, I know I can trust this person and I know she's willing to learn, let's go do this. And so the first few videos, she's learning a new process, not so good, but now she rocks it. And it's really about giving that. If you're asking somebody to do something brand new that they've never really done before, you have to give them the runway to fail so that they can get good at it.
Totally agree. I think that's part of growth as well, making those mistakes. But again, just to make sure that they don't happen again. That takes time as well, getting used to new things. Now, talking about tasks, you mentioned social media. Aside from that, what else do you ask Aaron to do? I mean, to help you out within the business?
Yeah. So really, it started out that I was wanting her to help out with just the daily running of things, keeping up with emails and things like that. And the more involved I got with social media, the more I realized that that's really where I'm not good at and she is good at. So that's really where I needed her even more so. And it's not just social media because it's also flyers and setting things up as far as training classes and stuff like that. Just really anything media in general. She's been helping a lot with.
Gosh. So a lot about the media work, the marketing as well, something like that, and getting you the name of the business out there, something like that.
Exactly right.
Gosh. Now, talk to me more about the partnership. You mentioned earlier about that trust. I know this is your first time working with someone virtual, but we get that question a lot actually, because how do I trust this person? How do I trust my cyberbacker that everything is getting done on her or his end? How did you create, or how did you start building that trust with Aaron's, your cyberbacker?
Well, I think really it starts out with, when you get into any kind of relationship, you have to test the waters. Like in this kind of situation, we had the you guys do a great job of having your people do the personality tests and things like that. So that's that first foundation, right? As of understanding of this person. But really, people are very complex, and the deeper you go, the more you end up knowing about people. So one of the things that I did right off the bat is I spent quite a bit of time just understanding her and really getting to know who she is and her family dynamics and who the people in her life are, who the people she cares about, all that sort of thing. Just really just becoming a friend, really. In regards to, it's important to me that I like to work with people. I don't like people working for me. It's a slight dynamic change, and really it's a matter of mutual respect. And she shows me respect. I show her respect. Of course, we both have work that needs to get done, and she understands that and is all about making it happen and doing the best you can with it and coming up with ideas to change things up to make things even better.
Now, just building that partnership, then talk to me more about it. How about communication? Because I know that is also a very important factor in any kind of partnership, may it be virtual or not. So how did communication play a part in your partnership with Aaron's?
Well, really, it actually is super important, especially in the beginning, just to really dial everything in, sure. Just what I'm trying to get done and where she fits into the puzzle and that sort of thing. And I will tell you that I had just recently, I had about a month and a half where I basically was doing family stuff and I wasn't doing work stuff at all. And let Aaron's know that, keep the social media stuff going, knock yourself out, use your imagination, make it awesome. I'll catch you in a couple of weeks. And of course I was still checking in on the social media sites and seeing that things were happening. But when you trust somebody and you give them enough direction so they know what they're doing, then and that all happens with the communication. And once you get that established, then you can do things like that, and it doesn't look like, you fell off the planet because your social media stuff stops and all the rest of it.
So really also giving them creative freedom during the learning process, because again, that could also help them, just as long as you're still there, of course, to check it out if that's something that how you want your business to be portrayed too, especially in social media, which is very, very big nowadays, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And really it came down to, I could spend a lot of time doing social media stuff and not as much time doing lead generation and the things that directly get me business, or directly get the business done and get the paychecks in, or I could spend a lot of time doing social media stuff. And so that's where Cyberbacker came in. Aaron's has helped me out with that a lot, and really has made it so that I can focus on the client that's local here with me, and I can make sure that they're getting a great service so that those referrals can come in. And I will tell you that I know for a fact that at least one person said specifically that it's because, they were following me on social media that they wanted to work with me. So
right there is already having an impact on the business. It seems to me you've already found your perfect cyberbacker in Aaron's, of course, which I forgot to tell you. She's going to be able to listen and watch this once we have this online and uploaded, of course. So before we end today, Art, would you want to give her a quick shout out or any messages you'd like to give out to her?
Hey, you know what? I just want to say that I'm very happy that Aaron's is with Cyberbacker Company, because I can't imagine doing all the things that I'm doing without her. It really has been a godsend to really just keep me on track as far as those social media things and just the marketing stuff. Because my previous career, I never did any kind of marketing stuff. So really it's been a blast. And I got to say, she's awesome, and she keeps me in line when I need to be put back in line and things like that. So she keeps me on task.
Now, we are very, very excited to see the continued success and the growth of this partnership. And again, Art, I know you're very busy. I really appreciate you being here on the show today. We'll catch you next time. Okay.
All right. Thanks. Take care, guys.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of Cyber CEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.